feel like the framing is a little off. It's gonna get on my hair. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Reading Things with a Southern Accent. My name is Murph. This is a little show that we do every night, 6 days a week. Currently during the... Oh man, I gotta fix something. I had the house lights on. That's not good. Man, I'm falling down on the job here. This is a little show that we do every single night, 6 days a week, during the COVID-19 coronapocalypse, coronavirus, stay-at-home order, social distancing, lockdown. And it's called Reading Things with a Southern Accent. We do this to provide a tiny bit of levity for anyone who decides to tune in, either live or during the rebroadcasts, because a lot of us don't have a lot to do right now. So I'm here to give you a tiny moment of distraction. For the record, today is Thursday, April the 30th. So do you know what that means? Producer's over here. She's with me tonight. Producer has come back. Do you know what that means? I'm going to tell you what that means. That's right, tomorrow. It's gonna be May. It's gonna be May. That is Justin Timberlake, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully Facebook doesn't kick that off. Tomorrow is May 1st, 2020. That means we are on day 47? 6. Somewhere between 44 and 47. Of the coronavirus lockdown here in Summit County, Colorado. May 1st, 2020 is tomorrow. There are times when I feel like the weeks are just slowly creeping by, and there are other times when I feel like they are just screaming by. This week has been one of those weeks where I feel like they are screaming by. Direction from the director. The what?
The screaming plants.
The screaming plants?
In Harry Potter.
The howlers?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with it. Like the screaming plants in Harry Potter. An anomaly this week has been that 4 out of the last 5 days, I have dealt with migraine issues. The funny thing about that is that I don't get migraines. I'm not a migraine person. But apparently, I have started to get migraines. And let me tell you, they suck. I have to apologize to my mother-in-law for something? Oh, for saying suck. Pinky, I'm sorry. Okay. The producer says, oh, she's over here. She's giving me the moving along. All right. Tonight's reading comes from a book. We are reading Edgar Allan Poe this week, and probably next week as well. This book is Complete Stories and Poems of Edgar Allan Poe. A very nice neighbor of mine lent us this book. Apparently it was just on their front porch as I walked by one day. It smelled of Lysol and bleach, so proper social distancing measures were taken. We are going to the section of the book called Tales of Mystery and Horror. Why is ESPN texting me? Tales of Mystery and Horror. We are reading tonight from the story called The Fall of the House of Usher. Did you give me an endpoint?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. She should give me an endpoint. Just to make sure. I have given the power over to the producer to choose the readings. It's more fun this way because I have no idea what I'm getting into. She chooses them, and I just go cold. Is Bree watching? She is? Hi, Bree. Hopefully your internet is actually working and you have more than 7 kilobytes per second there in the middle of the woods.
Maybe you should do it on your deck.
Maybe I should come to your house and do this for you because it's probably pretty stuttery up there on Lake Geneva. Okay, here we go. Tales of Mystery and Horror, The Fall of the House of Usher. And like I said in the description, no, we're not talking about that guy from the TV show The Voice. For the record, Usher is responsible for Justin Bieber. So if there's anyone that we can blame for all of the believers out there in the you didn't just say that. He ushered in the believers. Let's just put that out there. So if there's anyone to blame for Justin Bieber, it is Usher, who I don't know his real name. Moving on. Yes, ma'am. Fall of the House of Usher. There is some French here. It says, Son cœur est une luth suspendu si tu qu'on la touche et raison. I have no idea what I just read. During the whole of the dull, dark, and soundless day, in the autumn of the year, when the clouds hung oppressively low in the heavens, I had been passing alone on horseback through a singularly dreary tract of country, and at length found myself, as the shades of the evening drew on, within view of the melancholy House of Usher. I know not how it was, but with the first glimpse of the building, a sense of insufferable gloom pervaded my spirit. I say insufferable, for the feeling was relieved by any of that half pleasurable because poetic sentiment with which the mind usually receives even the sternest natural images of the desolate or terrible. I looked upon the scene before me, upon the mere house and the simple landscape features of the domain, upon the bleak walls, upon the vacant eye-like windows. The producer is texting me from 3 feet away. Thank you for that bit of direction. I appreciate that. The text said, "You sound a little bit British with Southern mixed in." Okay. I don't even know where I was. I looked upon the scene before me, upon the mere house and the simple landscape features of the domain, upon the bleak walls, upon the vacant eye-like windows, upon a few rank sedges, and upon a few white trunks of decayed trees with an utter depression of soul, which I can compare to no earthly sensation more properly than to the after dream of the reveler upon opium. The bitter lapse into everyday life, the hideous dropping off of the veil. There was an iciness, a sinking, a sickening, a sinking, a sickening of the heart, an unredeemed dreariness of thought, which no goading of the imagination could torture into aught of the sublime. Excuse me. What was it? I paused to think. What was it that so unnerved me in the contemplation of the House of Usher? It was a mystery, all insoluble. Nor could I grapple with the shadowy fancies that crowded upon me as I pondered. I was forced to fall back upon the unsatisfactory conclusion that while beyond doubt there are combinations of very simple natural objects which have the power of thus affecting us, still the analysis of this power lies among considerations beyond our depth. It was possible, I reflected, that a mere different arrangement of the particulars of the scene, of the details of the picture, would be sufficient to modify or perhaps to annihilate its capacity for sorrowful impression. And acting upon this idea, I reined my horse to the precipitous brink of a black and lurid tarn. Tarn. Do you know what a tarn is? A tarn is an alpine lake that lay in unruffled luster by the dwelling and gazed down, but with a shudder even more thrilling than before, upon the remodeled and inverted images of the gray sedge and the ghastly tree stems and the vacant and eye-like windows. Whew. Well, that was a mouthful, Mr. Edgar Allan Poe. If you haven't tuned in this week, Edgar Allan Poe is an American writer, poet, editor, and literary critic. He was critic. He was born in 1809. He died in 1849. He is best known for his poetry and short stories, particularly his tales of mystery and the macabre. His father left when he was 1 or 2. His mother died when he was 2. He got married to his 13-year-old cousin who died of tuberculosis not long after. So Mr. Edgar Allan Poe had a rough life. Therefore, his writings probably... I'm getting, don't fold the paper. Direction. His writings probably reflect the mysteries and the tragedies of his life. But that was an excerpt from the fall of the House of Usher from Mr. Edgar Allan Poe. I did not research exactly when that was. What am I looking at? Oh, let's check it out. Who's here? Who are my friends who are...
Of Usher.
Oh, the volume is up. Bree, hi Bree. Craig Salee, the producer, is texting me. Oh, hi Gretchen. Delton, hi Delton. My friends from Texas are here. Mr. Justin. Mr. Justin is here. Justin Wiggins. Justin J. Palmer Wiggins is a very proper Southern name. J.P. Wiggins. So again, tonight is Thursday, August 30th. That means that tomorrow, this takes a little bit longer than it should, but that means tomorrow, oh man, I had the volume down. It's gonna be May. May 1st tomorrow, 2020. We've been on lockdown for 40-something days, somewhere between 44 and 47, we discussed. Things are slowly starting to open up here in Summit County, Colorado. Stores can have by appointment only shopping. So if you're, unless you're an essential business like a Target or a liquor store, 45? Oh, we're on 45 days. You sure? Okay. 45 days of lockdown here in the postcorp.tv studios. Tomorrow we will be back with more Edgar Allan Poe. We have selected pieces from the Purloined Letter, from, what was that other one? Landor's Cottage? Landor's Cottage. Annabelle Lee. I don't remember what the other ones were, but we will go. Tomorrow is Friday, and then we will do Saturday. We take Sunday off, and then we'll revisit Poe on Monday. Monday will be May the 4th. May the 4th, which will be Star Wars Day. I'll have to get a Star Wars short. Today I'm wearing my Rocky Mountain National Park shirt in honor of Rocky Mountain National Park. I have no idea if they're going to open. If you're a National Park fan, I can tell you this. Glacier National Park has canceled all backcountry camping permits for the summer. Yellowstone has severely limited all of their access to everything for the season. There was talk of not even opening the Old Faithful Inn, which is the crown jewel of the national park system. If you've never been, you should absolutely go. The Grand Tetons have said and decided that they will not be operating the Jenny Lake Lodge or the Jackson Lake Lodge this summer whatsoever. So we're still in this crazy sort of like everything's evolving, not knowing what's going on. Everything moves daily. So, yes, hold on. This just in.
Christine Cooper and Bradford are both up.
Which Bradford?
Jeff.
Jeffrey Todd.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey Todd has tuned in. And Christine Huber. I mean, things are full circle now. If Christine Huber and Jeff Bradford have tuned into this, I can probably stop and never do this again. Because that is a perfect moment in time where a Huber and a Bradford have tuned into me here out in Colorado. It's wonderful. These are Philadelphia connections for those of you who don't know. These are people who I dearly, dearly love. That's going to do it for tonight. My name is Murph. This is Reading Things with a Southern Accent 2020. We are on episode 33 this evening. As I have said before, we will keep this going 6 nights a week until the majority of these stay-at-home orders, social distancing lockdown orders have lifted and subsided, and then we're going to go probably once a week. But for now, we're doing it 6 days a week. Monday through Saturday, we are here for you. So if you got questions, send them to me. I'd be happy to answer your questions on the internet. Let me check this out real fast. You got what?
Justin. J.
Say that again?
Wait.
You got an order? Oh, I'm sorry. The producer, her business, she just got an order online because during this time, this is totally irrelevant, but I'm going to say it anyways. My wife owns a business in Breckenridge, Colorado. It is a brick and mortar shop where you walk in the door and you shop like a normal person. When all of this happened, we quickly moved as much as we could online as possible. That is at wanderingdaisy.shop. Wandering, not wondering, wanderingdaisy.shop. So just now, she got an order. She was letting me know that she was very excited. What's up, man? Nathan Cottrell, Dave Kinnaird. Dave Kinnaird, I did this in your home. in the lavender room. I know you no longer live there in Mount Airy, which saddens me, but I understand the call to the suburbs is strong. I love you, Dave Kinnaird, more than you know. Who is here? Delton. Delton, come back. Let's hike a 14er or two. Jason Brown. Jason Brown. That's a name from college. Hello, Jason Brown. I have no idea where you are, sir. I know we're friends on Facebook, but I don't know if you're still in the South or if you've left, if you escaped. But hello. How are you doing? That's going to do it for me tonight. My name is Murph. This is Reading Things with a Southern Accent. We are breaking new ground here on Reading Things with a Southern Accent. It's very exciting to be able to bring this back to life after 9 years and put some really great effort into this. Tomorrow night, we'll be back with more Edgar Allan Poe. If you missed the reading, it's going to go up on Instagram. My handle is @MindlessBabble, and it will also go on the YouTube. If you search Reading Things with a Southern Accent, you should be able to find my YouTube channel. Thank you for turning in. Oh, and please, as always, during this time, wash your hands.